Philadelphia becomes the first major American city to announce that it will reinstate its indoor mask mandate next Monday as the number of COVID-19 infections in the U.S. continue to rise. Here to answer your questions is Dr. Robert Duncan, an infectious disease specialist at Lahey Hospital and Medical Center. Doctor, great to see you. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for your time, Doctor. So we're seeing COVID levels rise in wastewater as well, which is a pretty good indicator because it's an honest read as to what's going on. Do you think it's time for Boston to bring back its mask mandate as well?
Well, I think that Philadelphia is basically trying to stay ahead of the game rather than playing catch up after the fact. I'm a big proponent of prevention, and I think a simple thing to do is to keep using masks when you're out in a public place, especially an indoor closed environment, and keep up with the vaccinations. We're doing well on vaccinations, but it's such an essential piece. So
your belief would be yes, right?
I think that it's a reasonable thing to do, whether to do a mandatory indoor mask policy. I'm on the fence.
Yep.
All right. So while you're there, a rise is one thing, exponential growth is another. And that's what caused the sharp spike in cases during the first Omicron surge, according to experts. So what's the risk right now that could happen again?
Well, I don't really expect to see an exponential rise. That's where you have a peak of cases that goes like this,
right,
instead of a bump. And I expect more of a bump, but I think that's likely to happen. I think the Northeast is seeing more cases than the rest of the country, and the numbers are double what they were 10, 14 days ago. So I think things are on the rise.
Next week is April vacation for most public school students with the very contagious BA2 still spreading. Are you concerned about the timing?
Yeah, I think that's a real risk. When you put people traveling and put them on airplanes and send them around the country, they have every opportunity to bring things with them or to bring things back. And again, I think this is the place where the use of masks, certainly on an airplane or a train, bus, that sort of thing, is really an important thing to do, and having your background vaccination or booster in the calculation as well.
So speaking of travel, a lot of families are going to these warmer vacation spots, Florida, California. What can you tell us about the COVID risk in those locations specifically? Well,
those two locations right now are actually relatively cooled off compared to Massachusetts. I will be curious to see what happens a week after vacation, because they're going to get a lot of travel from all over the country and plenty of opportunity of people mixing closely and having every opportunity to spread things.
Dr. Duncan, thank you for your time. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Doctor. Stay well.
Thank you.